Got a dollar tip. Anyone who watched your content for a while can attest to the fact you look the healthiest you've ever been. I agree with you. The early videos, I looked like shit. I was bloated, right? I was big fat ass. Then for a while I did lose weight, but I wasn't doing it in a healthy way. I basically was like fasting and then eating unhealthy in between the fasting. I was drinking like a fish. Like seriously, I was like alcoholic levels in my early days as a YouTuber. Then you can see, if you look at the history of me over the years, I kept growing again. I put it all back on, and then I had to put it off. It's since I met Kat and we started living together and we started having healthy meals, my lifestyle has changed and allowed me to get healthy. I'm sure your lovely wife Kat's cooking is helping. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, that's one of the major reasons why I'm healthier today, is because she is caring about me. She's seeking active, recipes and meals that are healthier than anything that I used to eat before. We try to eat things that have low or no cheese, low or no like oils. We're always trying to go for high protein and or, vitamin rich stuff, and not do anything that could be considered, something that's crazy unhealthy at home. We'll never have fried chicken at home. In fact, we almost never have anything fried at home, honestly. I live in a great house. In general, I'm healthy, even though I'm literally coming out of the second worst cold / illness I've ever had in my life, and I still have lingering symptoms. I mean, right now, I still have a tiny tickle in my throat. I still got a little bit of drippage crap going on, so I might have to blow my nose today. I'm still, in general, happy and healthy. I am at a great body weight right now in my life. Like my weight right now is close to the ideal. I balance between just under 200 pounds and a little over 200 pounds, and I kind of fluctuate. My ideal body weight is 185. If I actually worked out regularly and did that, I probably would be at it. That's amazing, right? Like, that's a huge thing for my life. A lot of my life, I was very overweight, unhappy, not healthy. At this point in my life, I'm probably at one of the healthiest points of my life at 41. That's a pretty big accomplishment. Through my 20s and 30s being a unhealthy person, traveling and drinking all the time, playing Street Fighter, and then being a YouTuber in those early days where I would literally every day drink myself into a stupor, and now I'm not doing that awful crap anymore. People have been saying, in the last year, here's the thing too, I think one of the major reasons people say this is because the camera's better, but they're like, oh, you look so much better. It's like, yeah, but I mean, keep in mind, I got a better camera now. We got better lighting now. I'm dressing differently. A lot of it has to do with presentation, right? I don't particularly think I look that much better than I ever did, but I feel good. That's kind of the difference. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm energetic and I'm ready to go and I'm happy and ready for the next day. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I'm happy and ready to go. And that's different. There used to be, in my life, oh my God, I got to do this shit tomorrow. I got to do that. I don't have that feeling. That's something to be super grateful for. That every day when you wake up, you're looking forward positively to what that day has in store. And you're really not like dreading anything. Yeah, that's my life. How the hell could I not be thankful, right? For what I have. So I am. The scale scholarship feels ripped. 15% body fat. No, and I'm certainly not saying that, and I'm certainly not saying I'm the healthiest dude. I'm saying I'm healthier than I used to be. I mean, you can see it, that I'm healthier than I used to be. But then again, people will take that, oh, you see, Phil's saying that he's like so physically fit. What a joke. He's still fat. See what I mean? Anything that I say gets twisted into a negative. So that's why I don't bother. That's why bother talking about any kind of fitness, any kind of change in diet. If I feel like I can help you guys by giving you a little bit of information, I will. But I just don't see the reason to be talking about it when these idiots always turn that shit into a constant negative. You know what I mean? No matter what, it's not good enough. So why would I ever want to try to please those people with information? I don't care. I don't care what they think. Here's what I know. I'm healthier. I'm happier. I'm at the best place I've been in my life right now. I'm super happy with my personal life and how things are going on streams and everything. This is great. So I got no complaints. I'm happy. Let's keep going, right? Nope, that's my lie. Got him. Got him.
Lie there, you liar, you.
I'm good at lying.
Yeah, we know, Phil. So, DSP's a gym bro now. Definitely not one of several signs of a midlife crisis Phil's been showing over the last few years. All he's missing is swapping out the old Equine Supreme for a younger Asian model and buying a Corvette he can't afford to drive. Maybe a Gibson Les Paul and Marshall stack, but Phil strikes me as the kind of guy whose only musical talent is the skin flute, at least that we've seen on stream. But tis and such. No, DSP is convinced that after doing some push-ups and curls, he's Z's reincarnated. I mean, just look at that muscle. He's the envy of every 40-year-old man for sure, definitely not coping after LTG dunked on him for the umpteenth time. No wonder Phil's commenting on LTG troll videos. You think Phil coddles his old plastic mall tournament trophies while he types these kinds of comments out, just sitting in that musty office, chugging gin while Ket gets railed in the other room, sausage posing in that greasy chair, watching old videos with John, while that Divinal song just plays on a loop over and over again? I think the most embarrassing part of all of this is how transparently desperate it is. DSP flailing around, trying desperately to be seen as anything more than a complete and total loser. Doubly so if you consider it wasn't all that long ago that Phil was almost back to his old, loud, egotistical self, calling himself the king and demanding king's tax. Now he's demanding money to flex and bragging about how his shirts don't fit right from his sick gains, when it's probably from getting fat from all that booze. It's even worse when Phil has Arctic takes about how expensive it is to get into working out. You do not need to spend copious amounts of money on gym equipment. I would go so far as to say, if you're just starting out, it's probably a waste of money to buy a bunch of gear. Literally go on walks, do some push-ups, and build a routine from there. Look online for weight-free workouts. You can make up a workout plan without being a consumerist mark like DSP. Hell, even AI can probably cobble something together for you. Even with a solid routine, exercise is only part of the equation. Sleep and diet are arguably more important components that you know DSP is neglecting. No matter how many half-ass push-ups he might do or how much he kips on the pull-up bar, it's impossible to out-train a bad diet. Even more important, not getting enough sleep is a straight across the board debuff no matter what goal you're trying to achieve in any field. What's really going to make this arc is the end, when DSP inevitably gives up on this gym bro shtick. It'll be interesting to see what copium he huffs and what stupid shit he says about guys like Jaha. I can already hear the clip of Phil being like,
"Oh, he's on steroids, dude. That's why he was angry and wanted to fight me and still looks like that."
or
Those weightlifters do nothing but work out all day.
cope, followed by statements about how busy he is and how he doesn't have time to stick to a routine now with his full and meaningful life. If I streamed, I'd make a bingo card out of it. I've had to rework this script like 3 times because DSP keeps saying and doing stupid things, but I want to take a moment to put all the haha bits about DSP and his midlife crisis, style failings aside. I do want to say that anyone trying to better their lives by watching their diet, getting exercise, getting enough sleep, keeping their environment clean, partaking in offline hobbies or hobbies with friends and family should be commended. In this day and age, there are entirely too many people like DSP, Boogie, or Review Tech who half-ass everything they do and expect whole-ass results. Even worse, there's disingenuous assholes taking shortcuts like Ozempic and then lying about their seemingly impossible transformations. There are no shortcuts, and anyone saying there is wants to sell you something. I said this on Twitter, I refuse to call it X, but I want to say it here too. For any more casual detractors or even DSP viewers who might find this, I want to make it very clear that my laughing at DSP's abject failings in life are not some double standard that only applies to Phil. DSP has publicly demonstrated that he can and will ruin every possible opportunity to better himself, and this current fitness arc will be no different. For those of you who can only do push-ups on their knees, can only curl 10 pounds, fall off the wagon, aren't married, or only have a few friends, don't have kids, or whatever, don't feel attacked by this video. Keep on keeping on. You'll be fine. We're all going to make it, and we'll start it somewhere. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.